Okay, so this quick tutorial on how to do the keyframing video, and this is specifically the one with the cars in it. So I've already created the project, so I'm just going to open it because you guys know how to make projects. So it's open. Okay, so there's my project, and it's KeyFramingCars. So I've already went new project, saved it, and I've saved it on the vault. So just like you will. So if you go to I'll go to my folder, which is in the same one as your custom. Actually depends on when you watch this. Anyway, so I go to my folder and I've created the project keyframe and I've got the pictures in it and I've got my project file. So it's all set. Okay, so now what I have to do I have to bring the clips in. So I go to File, Import, and then from there I go to my folder again, and once I'm there, I will go to Mr. Shula and I will get the images. Okay, it's gonna be about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, and now they're imported. So before I drag them into the timeline, I have to create a sequence, because as you can see it says no sequence there. So I go File, New, and Sequence, and I'm going to choose Digital SLR 1080p at 30 frames per second. I'm going to give this a name. I'm going to call it Car Races. Okay, and so now I have a sequence here and it says Car Races here. So now the first thing I need to do is I need to bring in the city. And the city's here, but if I double click, it's just black. Well, if you look at the source clip, the background is white and you can see it. But in this case, the city is black and the background is black, so you can't see the city. So what we have to do is we have to bring this clip in, and missed it there, so I'll try it again, drag it in there. Okay, but you can't see it because it's black on black, so I drag it up one, and then I go to File, New, Color Matte, and I choose white, and say OK, give a name, just let it be Color Matte. And sometimes it doesn't go in the first time, and it didn't here. So I'm going to do this one more time, and hopefully it'll take on this one. So at first you don't succeed, you try again. So second try, and I'll just call it white this time. You don't have to label it, but sometimes helpful to do that. And there we go. We've got our white matte. Drag this one underneath this clip, and now you'll see the city because it's got white behind it. So the next step is to bring the cars in. By the way, you can see here that this clip is about 4 seconds long, which is plenty. So let's start with the black car, and we take this black car here and we drag it on there, and the black car is pretty big. We have to scale it down, so we click on the black car, we go up here to Effect Controls, we go to Scale, and we drag the car down to a bit more reasonable size. Now we need to position him where we want him to be on the road, so we're going to bring him down lower here. And those more advanced users that want to add a road to this, go for it, but I kind of want to keep this simple for the beginning users. So now I'm going to take position, I'm going to move him off the road. And then put my playhead here at the beginning because I want him to be off the road at the beginning. So now I set a keyframe, so I click this little watch, sets a keyframe point, you can see that little diamond there. Then I move my playhead to this location, and at that location I want him to be off the screen. So I'm just going to go up here and I'm going to pull him across. Okay, and then at that location right there, I made a keyframe, he's off the screen. So watch this. So he just does that. So if I hit play, there he goes, right across the screen. Okay, now to bring the white car in there, you just have to take him, double click, open. He's a little big, but we'll switch him once we get him on there. So we have 4 layers now. Actually, it resized him, so that was easy. Back to Effect Controls, and be sure you're on the white one, and bring him down where you want to be on the road. Now he's going the opposite way. I guess if you wanted them to crash into each other, you could do that. But if I wanted to race each other, we have to go and we have to find an effect that will flip him. That's flip. Take a horizontal flip, you put it on him, and it flips him around. Once again, I want him to be at the same place at the beginning of the race that the black one was in. So move him off, okay? Then I add a keyframe, so it makes that there, and I'm going to want him to be across the screen a little faster. So right here is, I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to have him be all the way across the screen at that point. Okay, let go, automatically does it. Okay, and then now watch. So the white one's faster, and that's it. So that's all you do. Now you're going to add music and other effects to it, but that's the basics of how to do keyframing.